that hole. You came and showed me there's a way to go. So we can love deeper, fly higher, see clearer, burn brighter, feel more than we ever did before. Yeah, we can swim oceans, climb mountains, dance like nobody's watching, live life like we never did before. And through the highs and lows, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah. Ooh, baby, baby, let's go on a journey. Sell the house and give away the money, yo. At first glance, it might sound funny, but give me a chance, cause we could do anything. I wanna take you on a motorcycle ride through the sugar cane in the countryside. We could take a bullet train to the other side, you and me side by side. So we can love deeper, fly higher, see clearer, burn brighter, feel more than we ever did before. Yeah, we can swim oceans, climb mountains, dance like nobody's watching, live life like we never did before. And through the highs and lows, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah. Take me, I'm yours, and swing me all across the floor. Shake me down until the sun comes back around. And even when I'm gone, I'll turn our love into a song, and I will sing it on back to you as I come home. So we can love deeper, fly higher, see clearer, burn brighter, feel more than we ever did before. Yeah, we can swim oceans, climb mountains, dance like nobody's watching, live life like we never did before. And through the highs and lows, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah. And you got me, yeah, baby, I got you, yeah.
Sound on? Yes, okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 MSW Induction Ceremony. My name is Joy McClellan, and I am the program coordinator of the MSW program, and it's a privilege and an honor to be here with you tonight, and to be with you throughout your time in the MSW program, one Zoom at a time. This is my 9th MSW induction ceremony, and every year I look out at a room full of truly elite human beings who've already shown such tremendous strength and capacity just to get here. I've had the opportunity to hear some of your stories and learn a little bit about the path that brought you here, so I get a little bit more of an intimate relationship with some of you, and I understand how hard it was. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate all that you've done to get here, and we honor and we privilege you tonight. You've navigated challenges, made so many sacrifices, and kept going even when it was hard. You did it with grit, with heart, and with grace, and lots of coffee. We as a faculty are truly honored to be on this journey with you in this community we're building right here in our local context of practice in which we all live. Our context is rooted in care, in accountability to one another, and in the belief that we're stronger together. This profession you've chosen is not easy, but it is beautiful. It asks us to show up fully every day. And tonight, we welcome you into this profession as our colleagues. Thank you for letting us walk with you. We're so glad you're here. And now it's my pleasure to introduce someone whose leadership has shaped this program over the last 9 years I've been involved and supported our mission wholeheartedly, our founding dean of our College of Social Work and Criminal Justice, Dr. Nilise Luna.
Thank you, Joy. Good evening, everyone. I am Nilise Luna, the founding dean of the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice. And what a joy it is to stand before you tonight, not just as your dean, but as a fellow social worker. This is a moment of profound pride, not only for you, our MSW graduates, but for all of us who have walked this path before you and who know how meaningful, how powerful, and how necessary and important this work is. So today we honor your academic achievements and commitment to justice, empathy, and service. I remember doing this many years ago, but you have studied late into the night. You challenge yourself, you question the status quo, and you grow into insightful and resilient professionals. You have already touched the life of many people through your clinical practicum and in the classrooms, but today, you will transform the life of many more people. As a social worker myself, I know what it means to carry our values into the world: integrity, competence, compassion, the belief in the dignity and worth of every person. And so you are the next generation of change makers. And the world needs you now more than ever. So induction marks a transition in our relationship. After today, we will shift from our current dean to student dynamics to officially call you my colleagues. I love that, by the way. It is my sincere hope that you stay connected and engaged with us, with your college, because your college is always going to be home for you. This is home for you, today and always. So the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice will always be rooting for your success, and we look forward to hearing from you as you thrive in your professional and your personal lives. So remember this, the MSW degree you will soon hold is not just a credential. And by the way, I'm gonna be giving you your diplomas on Saturday morning, right here on that stage. It's coming. So the MSW degree is not just a credential or a title or a diploma. It is a promise. A promise to be bold, to stand with those who are unheard, and to be tireless in the face of adversity. And if you ever wonder whether one person can make a difference, think about tonight and look to the leaders who have journeyed this road before you. And I'm honored to include and introduce one of those leaders right now, Ms. Kathleen Cannon. Let me tell you a little bit about this fierce leader and social worker. Kathleen Cannon serves as the President and Chief Executive Officer of United Way of Broward County, a position she has held since 2012. I heard that. Woo! For 85 years, United Way of Broward County has mobilized people and resources across public, private, and philanthropic sectors to tackle our community's most critical challenges. With a network of more than 130 programs, United Way of Broward County invests in services that ensure neighbors have access to quality health care, that children and young adults can achieve their potentials through early learning and leadership programs, and that individuals and families can develop their skills to earn and grow their assets. Ms. Cannon currently serves as the board chair of Federal Reserve Miami branch, in addition to multiple other boards and in various leadership positions. She earned a Bachelor of Arts in Clinical Psychology from Moravian University in Pennsylvania. She also holds a master's degree in social work from Florida International University. We're not gonna hold that against you here tonight. And is a licensed clinical social worker. Okay, yes. So Kathleen is a shining example of what it means to lead with heart and purpose. As president and CEO of United Way of Broward County and a proud social worker herself, she brings both vision and compassion to her work. Her journey is a powerful testament that what's possible when we bring ourselves into what we do, our knowledge, our value, our passion, in our community, through our service. Please join me in welcoming your class of 2025 MSW Induction keynote speaker, Ms. Kathleen Cannon.
All right, full disclosure, I did try to come to FAU, but there was not an MSW program when I went. So I feel like I'm an honorary, though, MSW here at FAU. Thank you, Dean Luna, so much for your kind words, and honestly for inviting me here this evening. Also, I want to thank, because there's a board of trustees, President Hasner, Dr. Robinson, oh my God, the leadership, the administration, the faculty for the Sandler School of Social Work, for pouring all of your intellect and your time, your talent, and treasure into your folks and making these students the best students that are graduating from any MSW school anywhere in the country. Congratulations, guys. So I know the graduates are over here, so I'm going to be leaning this way, but I am trying to talk to all. But I do want to give a hearty hello, obviously, to the friends, the family that are here, to you graduates, of course. It takes a village, right, as you guys know. And I'm sure there is just such a sense of relief from you guys. Did you feel this pressure come off of your shoulders when you were all done with your last, whatever assignment you handed in, the last thing you did? Were you looking around like, wait, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. You didn't even know what to do with your free time after you had finished. I remember that feeling, and it's such a good feeling. Now listen, it's a day of triumph, right? Today and Saturday. It's a celebration. What I see here is a community of change makers, right? You're all getting your master's in social work. I know it was not easy, but this field, it demands an exceptional intellect and an exceptional heart to make this happen. And then you guys are exemplifying both of those. I know you're poised to make profound difference in the world. It's my honor to be here with you. You are my people, so I am very honored to be here with you guys. I also want to recognize, because it does take many folks, I want to recognize all the systems of support that have surrounded you. We know we have administration, we have faculty, we have friends, and I want to hear from the family. Family, you guys, we're going to give you guys a round of applause and all the supporting because of all that you've done for these students. The supporting cast means a lot, so family, know the sacrifice that you've done. I know you're proud, because up here we are so proud as well. Now graduates, really the rest of my talk is for you and with you, right? My name is Kathleen Cannon. I'm the president of United Way of Broward County. I consider myself a macro social worker because at United Way, we serve the entire community with collective impact and with public policy. But more important than just being the CEO of United Way, I'm a very proud social worker, and I could not have chosen a better vocation, a better career, and a better degree, and I couldn't be more proud. And why I'm so proud that you guys have asked me to come here today. So the first half of my career, I was in direct social services. The second half in the career was in administration, and I mentioned a little bit now, I still think of myself as a social worker in a macro practice, making sure that the community that United Way is serving, that we're looking at this community with a human service lens and human service strategy, and layering innovative strategies over all pressing issues and bringing folks together to mobilize. It's not just United Way, it's not just MSWs, it's all community, really mobilizing them to bring big change into the community. But what I see, certainly, is it's not easy, right? I remember sitting in your seat, and I'll share a little bit about my journey. It took me a long time to get to your seat, but I know there's excitement, I know there's uncertainty, but it's a good uncertainty because you're gonna be entering into this field. So I want to share a little bit of my story about why I'm so freaking proud. And I'm from Jersey, did I say that in the air? So, I've got some Jersey folks back here too. So every now and then, there's going to be some Jersey that sneaks out of me, because you can't take the Jersey out of the Jersey girl. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story, about why I'm so proud of this degree and of you guys tonight. Now, I grew up in a loving blue-collar family in New Jersey. My dad, he barely made it out of 8th grade, and he didn't even go to high school. Now, my mom did go to high school, but she scraped through. And they put together a beautiful life for us. But when I was 2 years old, my brother was born. And he was born with an incredibly rare genetic disorder and a translocation of 2 chromosomes. So when I tell you that it was traumatic, the only thing that he could do on his own was breathe, and even his breathing was labored. He had no cognitive ability, no sight, no hearing, could not move, sit, eat, emote, speak. And he really had 0 brain function, and he also his skull was deformed, and he was physically disformed. Now, I know it sounds like a terrible story, but there's blessings so much in here. And why I am sharing this story is that I want to stress that it was social workers that literally got my family through and made all the difference in our remote chance of being happy and being normal. Now, growing up this way, I didn't know that there was something odd about our family. But everybody in this audience, we've all had wrenches thrown in our way, right? We've all had obstacles and barriers and things that we had to overcome. But it's people like you who made the difference, and it's people like you who will make the difference for those folks moving forward. You won't even know the change that you're going to make. So I'm going to share a little bit about the change that social workers made in my life. Now, it was social workers that organized daily shifts of volunteers to come to my home to help my mom with every aspect of care. And my brother lived for 13 years, and those social workers and a series of them organized volunteers for 13 years. So think about the commitment there. It was social workers that got me a big sister through Big Brothers Big Sisters. It was social workers that arranged for me to go to summer camp every summer. It was social workers that helped my parents apply for financial assistance. It was a specific social worker that counseled my mother out of despair. It was social workers who described a little girl who had been abused, who was having great difficulty acclimating to foster care, and who needed a home. It was social workers who assisted in that adoption of that little girl, who was my little sister. So it was social workers that saved her life and saved my family's life. And now, that will be you. You will be making those changes to people, to families, to communities, to systems, all along the way. You will be making profound difference. Now, you also might say, all right, well, she knew early on she wanted to be a social worker. Nope, I did not. I literally wanted to be a mailman, and that's what we called it. When I was growing up, that's what we called it. I literally wanted to be a mailman, and I mean for years and years. And I think why I wanted to be that was that the mailman in my community was so kind and showed so much empathy and caring for my family and didn't feel like we were different or didn't judge. I feel like there was some social worker in that mailman for sure. So no, I did not know from an early age that I wanted to do that. It wasn't really late into my college career. I went to school in Pennsylvania, outside of New Jersey, that I was trying to figure out what was I going to do. And guess what? It was a social worker. It was a doctor of social work, professor. I took a class. It was called January Term. It was the whole month of January. It was very intense. And this person, he was a doctor in social work. And that class changed my life. And it changed my idea of what I wanted to do and what kind of person I wanted to be and what kind of a difference I wanted to make in the community. So there it is again, another social worker kind of steering the trajectory of my life. Now, it took some bad turns for me. It was after my bachelor's, it was about 10 years till I went back for my master's. So a little bit about it took some bad turns for me to get from undergrad to grad. But turns out that those bad turns were making me stronger, more capable for this work. For all the people that I work with, my peers, my clients, or the clients, the staff, peers, bosses, legislators, systems of care, that making me stronger helped me in all aspects of my career as social work. Now, it took me almost 5 years to complete my master's. And again, it took 10 years for me to even get there. Now, I found myself being a single mom with an 18-month-old soon after I had started my master's. So here I am thinking, how am I going to do this? And I had to start going part-time, like taking 1 or 2 classes at a time. And then here's where another social worker stepped in and literally changed the trajectory of my life. So I was contemplating dropping out. I didn't know how I could possibly even do it. And I remember saying to my social work professor, and I'm going to start to cry because it's Arlene, I'm going to start to cry. And I said, I'm not going to be able to do this. I love this so much. I love you. I'm inspired. I know this is my career. I just can't do it. I think it'll be 4 years before I could finish. She said to me, 4 years is going to go by anyway, so why not continue to plug away at this, and you'll get there. And 5 years later, I got there, and it was because of a social worker steering the trajectory of my life. I don't even know if she knows how profound that was and why I stayed and why I continue to plug away. So graduates, years from now, someone else is going to be giving a speech about the power of social workers, and they'll be describing his or her story, and it will be you that they're referencing. It'll be you about the change that you make in someone's life and in someone's family, in some system. We are the people and the profession that makes profound change and that cares for folks and literally changes the trajectory of some little girl in some faraway place or some little place, but that will be you over and over. People will be sharing stories about things that you've done throughout their career. Now, I think you know this already, and this school, you know that FAU is the best MSW school and what they've done, but the degree in social work, it prepares you for so many challenges. It opens up lots of opportunities as well. This work, as I already said, you know, is not for the faint of heart. It requires resilience, empathy, and a steadfast belief in the potential of people. I'm sure you already know the transferable skills that you have as a degree within MSW. There's so many MSWs in so many fields and in so many careers. Social workers are clinicians, case managers, therapists, policymakers, community advocates, and community anarchists. We need us to be anarchists at times. They're legislators, entrepreneurs, business owners, police officers, administrators, macro practitioners, deans, lawyers, teachers, professors, researchers, CEO, lobbyists, fundraisers, human resource executives, judges, and the list goes on. Your potential, there is so much opportunity out. Your degree has attributes that will align with anything that you choose to do. And sometimes the career chooses you. You'll see that that might happen. I'm going to ask you to be hyper aware of all opportunities that are around you. Don't have tunnel vision. Don't say, I'm just going to go into this or just do this. Kind of walk around with your peripheral vision in focus so that you're absorbing different opportunities and different ways of making a difference in different career options. I'm happy and excited about the opportunity that awaits and excited for your future. Now, as you know, you're entering this field at a pivotal time. The challenges we face as a society are immense. But so too is your potential to address them. And so too is the school FAU that has prepared you to do that. You have knowledge, you have skills, you have passion to create solutions that are innovative, impactful, and rooted in human dignity. Now, what I want to leave you with today is that each of you will make, what I've already said, you will make profound differences in people's lives on a daily basis by doing big interventions, but just as importantly, you'll make profound differences by small gestures that you do. It can make just as much of a big impact. How we show up matters. How we show up to whatever we're doing matters so much. Please notice people's strengths, notice their abilities, their value, point it out, shout it out at times. Sometimes people need to hear it over and over. The recognition can be the difference that changes everything. It literally did for me, and it did for so many others. You'll become enriched by your work. Gaining more than giving is a thing. You know, you're going to see that as you experience this. You're going to experience and you're going to see perseverance and success of immense magnitude. There'll be heartwarming moments. There's going to be heart-wrenching moments too. I want to prepare you for that as well. There's going to be triumphs, there's frustrations, exasperation, there'll be exhilaration. You as professionals will experience a gamut of emotions, and all of it is a gift. So please embrace that part of it. Now, as I alluded, there's going to be hard moments, and one of them is you won't always be aware of the change that you're making. You won't always get a thank you or see the actual outcome. Again, I never thanked the social workers that intervene in my life and in my family's life. At the time, I didn't even know it was happening. It was years later that I was able to really see the impact. So that will be you. You will be making impact on folks that you don't even know you're making impact on. So it will be the game changers. Now, sometimes, you know, we just plant seeds that take hold later. But I want to leave you, I want you to know that what you're going to do matters more than you can imagine. It is truly a great responsibility, and I know you will nurture and feed and continue to refine and to hone and to take care of yourself at the same time, because you are most important. FAU has prepared you like no other school of social work. I think you know that already. This is an outstanding program. I've gotten so much to meet the faculty and the dean and everyone. It's just, you guys have been in the best hands. You are so prepared. And I'm super psyched to announce that United Way of Broward County and the Sandler School of Social Work are we're getting married, really, right? And we are Mazel Tov. And we're going to be taking DSW students for capstone projects. So we're really excited about that. So if any of you want to continue your education, you can come at United Way and do your project with us. We're very excited about that part. But you know that FAU has given you the tools to succeed. Now, it's up to you to be the voices of hope, the architects of change, the champions of justice. Graduates, the world needs you. They need your vision, it needs your passion, it needs your resilience. So I'm going to ask you, actually, I'm going to repeat something that the dean said. We want you to be fierce, to be bold, to be strong, to be vulnerable, be honest, be quirky, be hardworking, but most importantly, be you. I want to congratulate the class of 2025 on your profound achievement and welcome to the most powerful profession, the profession of social work. Congratulations. And I'll have my jersey come out right now. I'm going to ask you guys to kick ass in the best way moving forward. And congratulations again. Go get them. Go get them.
That was great. Good evening. I don't get that every day. So, I am Dr. David Landsman-Walsifer. I've been married 25 years, and why don't I get that when I come home? Tell me. 2 children, 3 grandchildren, thank you. So, I have had the honor of calling myself a social worker for 33 years. And I'm a proud instructor here at the Sandler School of Social Work and co-chair of this induction ceremony. Kathleen, on behalf of the Sandler School of Social Work, and as a boy from the Jersey Shore, thank you. And thank you for your comments. Welcome family and friends of our grads, our special guests, our guest speakers, our alumni reps, members of the University and College of Social Work and Criminal Justice's Administration, Dean Luna, Dr. Robinson, Dr. McClellan. I would like to ask the Sandler School of Social Work faculty, administration, and staff to please stand to be recognized. On behalf of the MSW class of 2025, please know how much you are appreciated. I'd like to ask the following members of the induction committee to please be recognized. My best friend of 33 years, Dr. Lori Suttenberg. Dr. Joy McClellan. Catherine Frazier-Jones, who can't be here. Tootie Martin. Todd Marshall. And Sam Mineker. Thank you also to my spouse of many years, Jeff Landsman-Walsifer, for listening to me talk about induction since October. So, thank you. I'd like to ask Todd to please stand for one more moment. This man has been the backbone of our school since I met him 11 years ago. He is also my dear friend. We could not have made today happen, and most days at our school happen without Todd. So you get a second round of applause. Thank you also to all of the volunteers who helped today. I really appreciate you coming, to the staff of Barry K. And now it's my turn to talk to the class of 2025. Congratulations. After the past few years of assignments, exams, quizzes, Flipgrid recordings, internship evaluations, it is time to now begin your career. And I welcome you from the bottom of my heart as my colleague. Thank you for trusting the Sandler School with your education and completing this special journey with you of your master's in social work. You have now earned the right and the privilege of entering a profession that I've always said was one of the best decisions of my life. Class of 2025, do you ever wonder what the faculty see across the classroom or across the Zoom screen? When I'm in front of a classroom, I see a lot more than who has their hand up. I see a lot more than who's texting or dozing off, which I will call you out on. I see a lot more than who's eating a lunch I want to taste. Sam, you always have a protein and a vegetable. I see something not based on your grades or class participation, or who brought their DSM-5 to my psychopathology class. I see your talent and I see your dedication to our field. I see it in all you do, because that's who social work attracts. People of talent, skill, dedication, and heart who came to this profession drawn to serve. Most likely, you knew what social work was before you even got here because it's been calling you for years. You just needed to listen to it. 11 years ago, in the fall of 2014, when I was new to FAU, I was assigned to teach a section of social work practice with individuals at 8:30 in the morning. This is not a popular time for professors or students, but I was new on the job. I got there early the first day, ready to start a new semester, and that day I met a woman who I knew was going to be a powerhouse in this field. I can picture it, round table, she was 3 people away from me. I can still picture it. She gave me a really big smile when I sat down, and that's how the semester began. 11 years later, I'm proud to still call her my friend and colleague, and I still see that smile. That student was Ann Williams Nicholas. Today it's my pleasure to introduce her and offer her the honor of being this year's alumni speaker. Ann Williams Nicholas is a licensed clinical social worker who divides her time working inpatient at Baptist Health of South Florida, Boca Regional Hospital, and Baptist Health's Lynn Cancer Institute, and is the bridge connecting inpatient and outpatient facilities, providing emotional support to cancer patients and their families. In her role at the Lynn Cancer Institute, Ann works specifically with urological cancer patients, providing resources and support. She provides support for grief and loss to the staff on the oncology unit and facilitates meditation groups, and is a certified grief counselor and facilitates the bereavement group at the Lynn Cancer Institute, providing support after the loss of loved ones. Get this, Ann was named Oncology Social Worker of the Year. I'm so proud, I gotta brag. 2024 by the Florida Society of Oncological Social Workers, and is also a board-certified oncology social worker, and she's passionate about giving back to the community. She volunteers with Boca Helping Hands, San Isidro Food Ministry, American Association of Caregiving Youth, Family Health Carnivals, Bold Justice, Broward Organized Leaders Doing Justice. And in her spare time, as if she has any, she spends time painting, traveling, and visiting her grandson. Ann, can you please join me?
Thank you, Dr. David, for that beautiful introduction. Good evening, esteemed faculty, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, our incoming class of dedicated social work students. We gather today to celebrate a momentous occasion, the induction of our new social workers into this noble profession. It is with great pride and anticipation that we welcome you to this community of compassionate and dedicated individuals. Today marks the beginning of a journey filled with challenges, but immense opportunities to make a real impact on the lives of those we serve. It is such an incredible honor to be standing here before you today as you get ready to embark on your careers. This is one of the most profound experiences in my life. It is hard to believe that I sat where you are just 9 years ago, eager and excited to start the next step in your lives. Maybe even questioning, what's next? Let me reassure you that being a social worker is one of the noblest professions, and it's going to change your life. This is my second profession. As a teacher, I thought it was the most rewarding job until I became a social worker. I thought shaping the minds of our future was the best job in the world. However, I now know that as a social worker, you're not just shaping minds, but saving lives. As you move towards the next step, I would like to remind you of the values of being a social worker, as we have an obligation to do what is right, moral, and ethical. I would like to offer some words of advice. Remember, practice social justice. Social work is rooted in the pursuit of justice and equity. Advocate for the rights of vulnerable populations. Be a change agent. Use your skills to promote positive change in individuals, families, and communities. Be a voice for the voiceless and a champion for social progress. Value collaboration. Work effectively with colleagues and other professionals to create a supportive and collaborative environment. Look around the room at your cohort. These are your colleagues and who you will be networking with. You are not alone on this journey. Your classmates, faculty, and the broader social work community are here to support you. Engage with your peers, share experiences, and learn from one another. The relationships you build here will be invaluable throughout your career. Maintain professional boundaries. Establish and maintain boundaries to protect yourself and the client-worker relationship. Commit to lifelong learning and stay informed. Social work is a dynamic field that requires continuous learning and self-reflection. Commit your personal and professional growth. Keep abreast of current issues and trends in social work, as well as relevant legislation and policies. Seek supervision and consultation. As you move towards becoming a licensed clinical social worker, reach out for support and guidance from supervisors and experienced colleagues. Recognize your strength. As social workers, you have unique knowledge, skills, and experiences that will prepare you and make you well-equipped for the task ahead. Remember your purpose. Reflect on the core values and mission of social work and how your work contributes to a just and equitable world. Most importantly, embrace self-care. This is a demanding profession, so prioritize your well-being. Engage in practices that help you maintain a healthy balance and prevent burnout. Remember, self-care is not selfish. Doors will open with opportunities. Embrace it. You never know where it will lead. Prior to interning in the field of oncology, I was set to work with hospice care. When this opportunity presented itself, I was hesitant, however, decided to enter into the field of oncology. It was a life-changing decision for me. I found my niche. Who would have thought that me, an elementary school teacher, would end up working with oncology patients and becoming a grief and loss counselor? Often the work we do goes unnoticed, but we're not in the profession for popularity. I can promise you that at the end of the day, when your head hits your pillow, it will bring you fulfillment and contentment. It will bring a smile on your lips, a twinkle in your eye, and a burning in your heart, knowing that you made a difference. Remember, the journey of a social worker is a lifelong learning process. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and never lose sight of your purpose of making a positive impact on the world. I want to end with a quote by Lily Tomlin, an actor, comedian, writer, and producer. She said, "I always wondered why someone doesn't do something about that. Then I realized I was someone. I am that someone. You are somebody. The person sitting next to you is that somebody. As social workers, we are all somebodies. So go out into the world and make a difference. Congratulations on your induction to this noble profession.
And that is an FAU social work alum. Thank you, Anne. It's now my pleasure to invite to the podium Christopher Ferreira, BA and MBA from Florida Atlantic University. Chris is representing, he's the chair-elect and Alumni Engagement Liaison for the FAU Alumni Association.
Good evening. My name is Chris Ferreira, and as David said, I'm the incoming chair of the Florida Atlantic Alumni Association and the current Alumni Engagement Liaison. It's an honor to be here tonight representing the association for the college's Master of Social Work Induction Ceremony. I want to thank you all congratulate you all personally on this honor and for all of your hard work. When you walk the stage on Saturday, in just a few days, you will join approximately 214,000 Florida Atlantic alumni graduates across the country, including 5,700 from the School of Social Work. So as I sat up here and listened to these speeches and saw the reaction and the reception to the faculty and the professors, one thing that really struck me was the bonds that you've all created. It's very clear that even though this is a school of several hundreds of students, you're a family. You're close-knit. You've created bonds and relationships over the course of your program with your professors, with the faculty, with the dean. And I want you to know that as you transition into alumni life, the Florida Atlantic Alumni Association was here to be a family for you too. While you all may be graduating, there's so many ways for you to stay connected to the university and to this place you've called home for the last few years. One way is through our alumni networks, which cater to different affinity and geographic groups across the country, which allow our alumni to stay connected no matter where you are. Another great way is to join the Alumni Association. By joining, you'll receive exclusive benefits and discounts and also help support student scholarships so that students who are sitting where you are now can benefit from your contributions. The best way to stay up to date is by joining our Florida Atlantic Alumni Portal, where you can access events, networks, and more at the click of a button. I'd love to stay afterwards and talk to you all a little bit more about the Florida Atlantic Alumni Association. Thanks again for having me. Congratulations, and go Owls.
Thank you so much, Chris. As alumni myself, I can say that it's a very valuable thing to be a member of our Alumni Association. I encourage you all to stay involved. Our next speaker is one of our MSW students that is graduating on Saturday morning. We are very excited to welcome her. She was chosen by her class to speak tonight, and Teresa Caputo Buxton. Now I will addend what I see here and congratulate her on her wedding in January and on her graduation on Saturday, and thank her for speaking to us tonight.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Teresa Caputo Buxton, freshly married. Thank you. And I am deeply honored to be your student speaker for tonight. So first, I just want to thank each of you, my classmates, our incredible faculty, and the friends and families here for being part of this special moment. Tonight marks more than just the end of our time as students. It's the beginning of something much bigger. This is our induction into the profession of social work, a field that demands heart, resilience, and such purpose. As I look around this room, I don't just see classmates. I see a community. People I've shared classrooms with, leaned on during long nights and hard seasons, and celebrated tiny victories with. We've studied together, grown together, and in many ways became a family. We've also survived some serious challenges, some demanding internships, packed schedules, and a never-ending loop of paperwork. And then there was the legendary plan of study. So I somehow escaped that chaos. But I was a lucky one. I watched some of my classmates really spiral into existential crisis trying to get that thing approved. And of course, group projects. Nothing says professional collaboration quite like chasing down your classmate who hasn't responded in, 3 days while the deadline looms. But we made it. Some of us fought through personal trials that no syllabus could have prepared us for. In my case, unfortunately, that included a few unexpected surgeries, but also some countless moments where I truly didn't know if I had it in me to keep going. But I did, and we all did. And for me, I know that God was walking with me every step of the way. Even when I couldn't see that path clearly, that quiet strength carried me, and I know that I'm not alone in that. What makes this profession so powerful is not just what we've learned, but who we've become. We're stepping into the world as clinicians, advocates, organizers, researchers, and policy changers. And while our path may look different, we're all answering the same call: to serve, to support, and to stand up for others. This world needs social workers now more than ever, and I truly believe that this class is ready to meet that need with compassion, courage, and the kind of integrity that can only be built through experience. I feel incredibly blessed to be part of the MSW class of 2025, and I know without a doubt that we are going to do amazing things, not just in the lives of others, but in each other's lives too. So as we take this next step, hold on to the strength that you've already shown. Remember the nights that you kept going when it was hard, the incredible people who lifted you up, and the purpose that brought you here in the first place. You are needed, you are capable, and you are oh so powerful. Let your passion lead you, let your compassion ground you, and never doubt the light that lives within you. Because in the words of Maya Angelou, nothing can dim the light which shines from within. Keep shining, because our work is just beginning. And no matter where life takes us, we will always be the FAU MSW class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Now I'd like to introduce another MSW student, Moseline Vertil, who has agreed to sing with us tonight. She was nominated to do so by another one of our graduates, Sharon Snow, so we'll thank Sharon for nominating Moseline to sing this evening. And Moseline decided she didn't want to sing alone, and so in the spirit of family, her older sister came tonight to sing with her, and so we recognize Ruth Vertil. They'll both join us on the microphones over here. Ruth shared that she's the oldest of 5 siblings. She's very, very proud of her younger sister graduating tonight, or Saturday morning, and we thank her so much for joining us.
LaSalle, could you please cue their music? Is your mic on? The mic has a dead battery. How many social workers does it take?
1, 2.
Okay. Here he comes. And now, LaSalle, you could cue their music.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when trouble comes and my heart burdened be, then I am still way here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it, guys. All those hard work finally paid off. Those sleepless nights are over. We made it. Congratulations. You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. old eyes. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. Congratulations, class of 2025. Congratulations.
Nice. One more time. Mussolini just said thank you for the opportunity. On behalf of the audience, I say thank you, guys. Thank you both. Dr. Laurie, did you cry? You told me you were going to cry. That was incredible. Thank you. At this time, we're going to be reading the names. Dr. Marshall A. Adam and myself will be reading the names of the graduates. Dr. McClellan, coordinator of the MSW program, and Dr. Robinson, our school's director, will be handing the students their pins and their professional pledges. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone's gone through so we can hear all of their names. Right? Listen to the professor. Right? Volunteers on this side, will you begin to cue the graduates? Teresa Caputo Buxton.
Moslin Bertil.
Esquage. Elizabeth Esquage. Alina, you want to go around?
Courtney Diskowski.
Elizabeth Cup. You do too, I'll do too. Emily Willie. Aran Erez.
Iman Taylor Martinez. Ludney Emil.
I got this one. Stephanie Gottfried. Say it. Rhonda Tassa.
Alina Coleman. Dominique LeRouge.
Vasquez, right? Victoria Vasquez. Emma Clancy. Walida Escobar Garces.
Autumn Rain Francis Stazak. Juliana Osborne. Devani Stewart.
Anna Mickle Jones. Lillian Greer.
Lindsay Warner. Sarah Berger.
Allison Helfrich. Domlia. Alexa Domlia.
Natalie Geddes Morales. Michael Ross.
Congrats. Anna Fisher. Nadia Accurso.
Sabrina Hernandez. Michelle Rivas.
Schillingsberg. Denise Schillingsberg. Bobby Joe Farrow.
Christina Saint-Just. Farah Delva.
Catherine Hernandez. Anastasia Vilnius.
Trista Birdwell. Skylar B. Ocean.
Eliana Moore. Caitlin Israel.
Milka Lewis. Renee Jackson.
Sams. Megan Sams. Espinal. Evelyn Espinal.
Megan Huff. Francia Thenor. Adriana Jean.
Esparza, right? Jacqueline Esparza. Say it. Elizaris Chavarria. Did I butcher it?
Beyonce Green. Karen Brochet Gordon. Brittanisha Lynch.
Take it, real quick. Take it.
Wileen Jean-Louis. Viana Sanchez. Renisha McNeil.
All right, I'll give you a break. Gianna Dixon. Luke Sandra Comard. Luke Sandra Comard. Angela Alsanard.
Sharon Snow. Summer Wale. Michael Moulton.
Michelle Bravo. DiPaoli. Renata Horowitz DiPaoli.
Brandy Powell. Lauren Gutierrez.
Hey, Lauren.
Allison Winterbrown.
Jameson Xavier. Zev Chasson? Chasen, okay. Zev Chasen.
Felicia Girardi. Lacey Kane.
Angela Shorenpoff.
Grace Rude. Cynthia Gillen. Bevelyn Fertil.
Hello. Cecilia Taylor. And Tressa Amato. Heidi Zuckerman.
Jenny Sue Berger. Rebecca Booth. Kayla Jean-Baptiste. Kimberly Ann Gonzalez.
Courtney Estelle Genther. Courtney Estelle Genther Kritzman.
Samantha Delgado. Victoria Flores. Sandra Cortez. Melanie James. Dominic Luciano. Melinda Jacques Deheady. Antonetta Caldron.
Ann Logano. Tiffany Daniels.
Tyra Mandry Lewis. Michelle Chocolos. Ivana Darlene Polar.
Hey, you. Maggie St. Louis.
Bianca Modestin. Abigail Ludo. Bradlyn Tassie.
Take it home. Marguerite Edward, right? Marguerite! Oh, wait for the part. Margaret Edward, but I want them to hear your voice. And finishing for the class of 2025, Margaret Edward. I'll get this later.
I can feel the energy. Woo! Congratulations again, MSW 2025. So it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael Robinson, who is concluding his first year as the director of the Sandler School of Social Work, as he joins us for his very first MSW induction ceremony here at Florida Atlantic University. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Michael Robinson.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and honored guests. I would first like to say very, very, very much thank Dr. David Landsman Wolsifer for putting on this. I also want to thank Lori, she's standing over there, who co-chaired the committee for tonight's induction ceremony. No detail was overlooked, and 0 ounces of energy or enthusiasm were withheld. Thank you both. Thank you to Dr. Joy McClellan, our MSW program coordinator, for all her efforts in shepherding these wonderful graduate students through our program. Thank you, Joy. I also want to thank Dr. Marshall Adam. She's the coordinator of our brand new, newly launched online MSW program. I also want to thank our graduate advisors, Kiva Anderson, Kosker, and Damon Davis, for their wise counsel. Thank you, Marshall, Kiva, and Damon. To our faculty who show up every day prepared and and passion to teach the change makers of tomorrow and to demonstrate what it means to lead with compassion, please stand and accept our thanks. To all loved ones here tonight, thank you for walking alongside these graduates and for lifting them up when the days were long and the challenges were heavy. Will our friends and family please stand for a moment of recognition? I think our friends and family deserve another round. As Dean Luna mentioned earlier, tonight is a time of transition and transformation. Graduates, this is not just a ceremony. This is your threshold. Tonight, you step from the rigorous, reflective, and sometimes exhausting journey of graduate education into a calling that stretches far beyond the walls of the Phyllis and Harvey Sandler School of Social Work. You are no longer students of social work. Tonight, you become its stewards. You are entering a profession grounded in courage, compassion, and an unwavering pursuit of justice. You will walk into homes, hospitals, shelters, schools, prisons, and even boardrooms, and bring with you the quiet, steadfast force of change. You will hold stories of others with care, advocate when voices go unheard, and build bridges across divides. As you prepare to take your place among the many generations of social workers who have gone before you, those who have marched, mediated, and mended, it is now time to affirm your commitment to this sacred work. The moment of your induction has finally arrived. Please stand and recite the induction pledge alongside with me. Does everyone have it? In the spirit of distinguished social workers, past and present, seeking to address and eliminate all forms of social injustice,
respecting the inherent dignity and worth of every individual, recognizing the importance of relationships between and among all human beings, always practicing in a manner
consistent with the respect I further pledge to consider the social, environmental consequences of any job I take. Let's give the world's newest social workers a round of applause.
When they're done clapping, close them out. Thank you.
Okay. You may be seated. Graduates, on the behalf of the faculty and staff of the Phyllis and Harvey Sandler School of Social Workers, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. As you leave this space and celebrate your achievements, remember to reflect on this moment. Let its grandeur settle in your bones. You have earned it. Every word, every tear, and every triumph, and every seat in my office with all of your troubles. I leave you with this closing thought from civil rights leader John Lewis. You are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone or any person, any force dampen, dim, or diminish your light. Let it shine boldly and let it illuminate the path for others. Congratulations, class of 2025. Welcome to the profession of social work.
That's over.